Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the virtual class again. In last lecture, we have seen about the sums of exercise 7.2. In that, we have done or solved the example by using the distance formula as well as the section formula. Okay. In that section formula, in that sum, it is asked to find out the coordinates of a point which divide the line segment, and the ratio is already given. But now in this 7.2 example and this question number 5 which we are going to do today, from this question, in that it is given that the endpoints are given, the point which divide the line segment, that coordinates are also given, and they are asking to find out ratio. Okay, so let's start how to find out the ratio if two endpoints of line segment given and the point which divide the line segment. Okay, that three things are given, and the fourth thing we have to find out the ratio. Okay, so let's see. Here the question is find out the ratio, and the points of a line segment are given, the endpoints are given minus 3, 10, 6, minus 8, and it is divided by minus 1, 6. So this is the point which divide the line segment AB. If we assume that let A is minus 3, 10, B is 6, minus 8, and P is a point which divides line segment AB into the ratio of M1 is to N2, or we can say M is to N. We can write M is to N. Okay. Now how to find out? Same formula, section formula you are going to use here to find out the ratio. So as the point which divide the line segment, their coordinates are already given. It means we have to write here, it is minus 1, 6 is equal to the formula mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma ny2 plus ny1, comma m plus n. Now I have taken this point A as x1, y1 and B as x2, y2. So substitute the value according to the assumption. Okay. And then finally I got this one, that minus 1, which is x coordinate of the point which divides. I compare this x coordinate with the another x coordinate, y coordinate with the another y coordinate. So minus 1 is equal to 6n minus 3n upon m plus n. Now I do a simplification of this, so I can take m plus n to the other hand, so it will go in a multiplication with minus n minus 1. So I got minus n is equal to 6n plus 3 minus 3n. This minus 3 goes to other hand, so it is become plus 3 and plus 3 minus n, so 2n. And this 6n is on the left hand side. Okay, I took this to the other hand, so it become minus become plus, so it becomes 7. So finally m by n I got 2 by 7, or we can say m is to n is equal to 2 is to 7. I did it for one x coordinate. You have to do for the y coordinate also. Okay, same calculation you have to follow, same steps you have to follow, and you will get a same answer. M is to n is equal to 2 is to 7. But both the things is necessary to mention or to show. I hope it is clear that how to get a ratio if the coordinates of a point which divide the line segment is given. Let's do the next sum. In question number 5, it is given that find the ratio in which line segment joining A minus 1, 5, A 1 minus 5 and B minus 4, 5 is divided by x-axis, and also find the coordinates of a point of division. Okay, so we have to find out the ratio as well as the point having a coordinates x and y. So two things we have to find out, ratio as well as the coordinates of a point which divide the line segment. Okay, and as it is given that the 2 points are -1, 1 minus 5. So it must be in a fourth quadrant A. Okay, A point is here and B point must be in a second quadrant as it is -4, 5. Okay, so here it is A and it is in a second quadrant, it is a B. And if we join the line segment, you can see it intersect or it is intersect through or passing through x axis. Okay, and this intersection point we need to find out as it divide the line segment in two parts. Okay, so let's see how to solve such type of examples. Now let's continue the fifth sum. Here it is given that the given points are A 1 minus 5, B minus 4, 5, and we have to find out ratio as well as the coordinate of point which divide the line segment. Okay, and as it is given that it cross the x-axis, it means its ordinate is 0. Okay, and we assume that let the ratio is A is to 1, and here I assume that it is M is to N. Okay, here and x1 y1 I took as A and x2 y2 as a coordinates of B. Now finally it is Px comma 0 because this point is on x-axis. It means its y coordinate must be 0. Now applying the section formula where I write here the coordinates of point which divide the line segment is equal to the formula mx2 plus nx1 by n plus n, my2 plus ny1 by n plus n. Now m is k and n is equal to 1. So after substituting the value, finally I got that x is equal to minus 4k plus 1 by k plus 1 and 0 as y coordinate is 0. 0 is equal to 5k minus 5 by k plus 1. So here you can see that here it is k plus 1 when goes to other hand, it multiply with 0. So almost it is also 0. So finally I got 5k minus 5 is equal to 0 and that minus 5 goes to other hand. So I got 5k is equal to 5 and therefore value k is equal to 1. After getting k is equal to 1, I got one answer that the ratio required is k is to 1. It means 1 is to 1. So required ratio is 1 is to 1. Now putting the value here to find out the x coordinate, I do the calculation like this and finally I got that minus 3 by 2 is the x coordinate of the point. Okay, therefore the required x and y coordinate of point P which intersect x-axis is minus 3 by 2 comma 0. Okay, like this, if it is asked to find the point which intersect on y-axis, in that case you have to take x coordinate as a 0. It means abscissa is 0. Okay, so minor variation may be there in examination. It is not necessary that same data with same requirement it is asked. It may be change, a minor change will be there. So you have to take care of that and by using the formula and methodology you can solve the question. Okay. Let's do the next one. Now next sixth question. If 1 comma 2, 4 comma y, x comma 6 and 3 comma y are the vertices of parallelogram. It is already mentioned that these 4 points are the vertices of a parallelogram and find out the value x and y. Here I draw a parallelogram having 1, 2 as A point, B 4, 5, C x 6, D 3, 5. Okay, and we have to find out the value x. Here it is y, here it is x. Okay, so these two values we have to find out. Okay, so here we have to find out value x and y, we are going to use the property, one of the property of parallelogram. As you know, in parallelogram, its diagonal bisect each other. Bisect means exactly half. So we can say that DP, if P is a intersection point, okay, it bisect at P. So we can say that DP is equal to PB or AP is equal to CP. It means P is a midpoint for both the diagonal, for DB also and for AC also. Now we use the section formula for the midpoint. As I told you, it is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So here Px comma y for this, for diagonal BD. it is 3 plus 4 by 2, 5 plus y by 2. And for AD, for diagonal AD, PXY is, as P is also a midpoint of AC also. So it is x plus 1 by 2, 2 plus 6 by 2. Now compare these two things. Both are x coordinate and both are y coordinate. Now do the comparison. So x 3 plus 4 is 7 by 2 and this is x plus 1 by 2. So finally 2 cancel out as they are common, and if we take one to the other hand, I got that x is equal to 6. Similarly compare the y coordinate. So 5 plus y by 2 is equal to 8 by 2. So 2 cancel out, both are same, and if we take a 5 to the other hand, I got that y is equal to 3. So required value of x and y are 6 and 3 respectively. Isn't it easy? Such type of example you can solve easily, but for that you must know about its properties. Okay. Now in question number 7, it is given that find the coordinates of a point A where AB is a diameter of a circle. Okay, and whose center is 2, minus 3 and B is 1/4. In short, a circle is given. In circle, AB is a diameter where these two are the endpoints, okay, of the diameter. The one endpoint having the coordinate 1, 4, and second endpoint, they are asking to find out the x and y coordinate of the second endpoint. Okay, and the center of a circle, its coordinates are also given 2, minus 3. So by using these two things, we have to find out the x and y coordinate of A. As you know, in circle, where we draw a diameter, a center is a midpoint. Isn't it? A center is a midpoint. So again, same thing we have to do. We have to apply a section formula for the midpoint, and then we can easily get the value x and y. So let's see, here the center of circle is O, 2, minus 3. Endpoints of diameter be A, x, y and B 1, minus 4. Now center of a circle is a midpoint for its diameter, and therefore we apply 2, minus 3 is a center. Coordinates is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now after substituting the value, I took here xy as x1 y1 and b14 as x2 y2. Okay. And then after simplification, 2 is equal to x coordinate, minus 3 is equal to y coordinate. I got x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 1. So like that we got the answer that a x, y is equal to 3, minus 10. Like that you can solve the sum. Let's do the next one. Now in question number 8, it is given that if A and B are minus 2, 2 minus 4 respectively, find the coordinates of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB and P lies on line segment AB. Here it is given that P lies on line segment AB such that AP is equal to 3 by 7. So we can take this AB to the other hand. So we can say that AP by AB is 3:7. AP by AB, it means AB is full, it is 7. And portion AP is 3. So if full portion is 7, AP is 3. So rest of PB is obviously 4. Okay, got this point? Okay, by using this technique, we are going to solve our question or sum. So as it is given that AP by PB is equal to 3 by 7. Okay, if I take or reverse it, so AB by AP is 7 by 3. What is AB? As A dash P dash B, means as these three are collinear point, can we write AB is equal to AP plus BP? Yes. Okay, then instead of AB, I write here AP plus BP by AP as it is. And as we already know that this portion is third portion of 7th, then rest of is 4th. So 3 plus 4 by 3. So AP by AP is 1 plus BP by AP. Here it is 3 by 3 is 1 plus 4 by 3. Plus 1 cancel out from the both sides. So finally I got that BP by AP. This portion by this portion is 4 by 3. And I make it reverse to get the idea about ratio, that AP by BP is equal to 3:4. Now after getting the ratio, I will now able to find out the coordinates of P and X. So as usual we use the section formula. We have X coordinate x1 y1 x2 y2 as well as the ratio. Now substituting value, I got that Pxy is minus 2 by 7 minus 20 by 7 are the x and y coordinate of a point P, which divide AP, which divide line segment AB into the ratio 3:4. Now in next 9th question, it is given that find the coordinate of a point which divide the line segment A minus 2, 2 and B 2, 8 in 4 equal parts. We have already done this type of example in which there are a trisection. Okay, in trisection we need 2 points. Here there are 4 equal parts, so we need 3 points. Okay, so you can do you can, I think, do it yourself. It is easy. So try it. Now next, a 10th question. Find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, minus 1. It is already given that it is a rhombus and the 4 vertices are given. The hint is already given that area of a rhombus is half into the product of its diagonal. So in this case, what you have to do first? You have to do to find out the distance by using distance formula. Okay, so आपको सबसे पहले diagonal AB and BD का distance find out करना है by using a distance formula, and then you have to multiply both the diagonal and divide by 2, so you will get a area. Okay, it is also easy. So do yourself question number 9 and 10. If any query, you can tell me personally. Okay, in next lesson, in next lecture, we will learn about the area of a triangle. Okay, till then, goodbye.